stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It is a monster matchup, Jim Bodley.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
And we're underway. Numecha. Fitz. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Clears it away. Almiron. Clearly not happy with that. Numecha. Musiala. Back into the middle. Pavlovic. Havertz. Big chance! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
It's a little off target. Havertz succumbs to the pressure. Havertz. Numecha. Vitz. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Musiala. Chance! Goal! Germany!
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Alderete. Looks to the other side. Almiron. Lovely bit of skill. Looking for a decent ball in. And he'll shoot here! He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, look, that first touch and finish is the difference between good players and great players. There aren't too many about who can give you that. I loved it.
After 6 minutes, please. Number 19.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Vitz. Pavlovic. Oh, it's come loose. Almiron. Gomez. Almiron. Almiron. And he goes cross-field. Oh, that's a nice ball. That's a throw. Oh, sweet feet. Nemecha. Sane goes steaming forward. Musiala. Almiron. Gets it away. Sane. Kimmich. Pavlovic. Lofted upfield. Almiron. Ball's played through. Oh, it's played into the area. That has been knocked clear. And a chance! Kimmich. Sane. Kimmich. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Havertz. Havertz played out towards the right wing. And it's Kimmich. Pavlovic. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Germany have reclaimed it. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Kimmich gets a cross in, and he's there to clear it. Pavlovic. Almiron. And that's aimed at shapes to shoot! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And how about that for a volley? Executed to perfection.
I'll tell you, Peter, more went into that than you think. He had to anticipate the cross, get in the right position, and then time the volley.
After 17 minutes is number 21.
Paraguay get themselves into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Kimmich. And it's Wirtz. Good take, and is he in? Aim forwards. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Almiron. Sané. Nemecha. Musiala. Pavlovic. And it's Kimmich. And he's got his cross in. Gomez clears it away, and they've got a throw. Good ball, good take. Oh, what a climb! And that has been cleared. Proves too strong. And here's Havertz. Now it's Wirtz. Lovely feet. Havertz! He's trying his best. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And here's Musiala. Shot a goal! A real chance and a real let-off. Havertz trying to keep this in. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Havertz. Wirtz providing an outlet on that flank. Wirtz looking to run onto it. And it's Musiala. And here's Wirtz. Havertz! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Can he latch on to this? Decent progress down the left. Clipped into space. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. And it's played forward. Tar can get it clear. Moved on forwards. Deftly away. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Kimmich. Almiron. Gomez. Almiron. Musiala. Tar. Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck played out to the left flank. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Schlotterbeck, forwards and with intent. Schlotterbeck played up towards the front line. Driving on, a real charge here. Out for a throw. He can get that clear. Moved on forwards. Schlotterbeck cuts out the pass. Havertz. Wirtz. Musiala looking understandably energised after his goal. Real chance!
Sané just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
And it's Musiala. And that could set him on his way. Sané. And the finish! And for a moment, time stood still. keeper's dealt with that. It's a throw-in. Pavlovic. Aimed in towards the centre. He's there to get rid. And it's played forward. Schlotterbeck. Nemecha. Schlotterbeck shifted upfield. And here's Sané. He's found a way through, and Sané! That carried quite a threat. That's really well manoeuvred. And they've caught Reed. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Out to the left it goes. Almiron, who's set up one goal so far. Havertz. Havertz. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Musiala did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Havertz. And it's Wirtz. He's through here. Musiala. Musiala, backward it goes. Time to deliver.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Aim forwards. And that is a little undercooked. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looking here to chip it through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Moved on forwards. Nemecha. Germany are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Oh, nicely intercepted. Alderete. Quality ball. Is onto it in a flash. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Pavlovic. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Kimmich. Played in with purpose. Cleared away. Nemecha. Pavlovic. Played out to the right. Havertz. Musiala. Out to the right. Kimmich's cross. And it's hoisted clear. That's tidy. Crossed in again. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Nemecha. And here's Havertz. And he's there to clear it. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Schlotterbeck does really well to win the ball there. Kimmich. Schlotterbeck. Musiala. And it's played forward. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Almiron. Here's a shot! Not offside that time. Neuer sends that a long way. Gomez. Alderete. Oh, there's a probing ball. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Pavlovic. Just beyond his reach. There's the whistle for half-time. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And the second half gets underway.
Germany really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Gomez. Well read, nice interception. Schlotterbeck. Lemecha. Oh, this looks sharp. Now that's well seen too. Alderete. Gomez. That's really well manoeuvred. Pavlovic. Schlotterbeck. Moved on forwards. And here's Havertz! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Havertz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Gomez. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Lemecha. Now it's Havertz. Pavlovic. Sane played out towards the right wing. Almiron. Muscular approach does pay off here. Almiron. And it's played forward. Great run on the overlap here. Neuer gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Wirtz. Sane. Tar. Kimmich. Forwards and with intent. And here's Wirtz. Ambitious ball here. We're going to throw in. Gomez. Aim forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. Lemecha. Pavlovic. Kimmich chooses to go cross-field, and it's Wirtz. That's really well cleared. Wirtz tries to get it clear. Kimmich have it back and can go again. Tries a deft little ball. Wirtz out of play for a goal kick. Almiron. That's been drilled forward.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Tar. Schlotterbeck. Played out to the right. Sane, now he's off and running. And that is out of play. Nice control. A chance to play it in. Havertz looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Tar goes forward. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Sané. And here's Havertz. No foul, says the referee. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's really well manoeuvred. Calmly anticipates. Musiala. Kimmich. Sané. And here's Havertz. Almiron. Almiron. That's going to go a long way. And that is as far as they're going to go. Nemecha. And here's Wirtz. Played in. That's a corner kick. And it's been taken short. It's a mighty effort! Who will be livid with himself? Driven forward, and that has been clubbed away. Vince. Has a look and plays it forward. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's put paid to a promising move. Up towards the front line. And it's Sané. Played back in. Havertz! Havertz! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. Over to the left. Nemecha.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Wirtz. That's a nicely weighted pass. And he thumps it clear. Sané. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Gomez. Is onto it in a flash. And here's Havertz. Gomez.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Musiala with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, that's nice. Turns and goes back. And it's made it... And the shot! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Number 16.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Lemaitre gently done.
Paraguay look very much like they've got to that time where it's all about closing this one out. Just take the sting out of the opposition.
Paraguay, however, just have to plough on and hope for a break. And he cuts out the supply. Tar. Wirtz. And here's Wirtz. Hit into the middle. And that's been well dealt with. Musiala spread out to the left. Cross goes in there. And it's Musiala. And here's Havertz. Musiala. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Germany clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Musiala wins the duel this time. Alderete. Musiala. Havertz. Pavlovic. That's a cute ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Alderete. And it's played forward. Kimmich. Musiala. And here's Wirtz. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pavlovic. And it's Wirtz. Musiala. Nemecha, gently done. Takes a shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Almiron. Musiala. Sane. Musiala. Now it's Sane. Gomez. There's a probing ball. Wirtz. Musiala. Pavlovic. And here's Sane. Cleared without complication. That has been cut short. Kimmich. And it's Musiala. Musiala done delicately. Corner then. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Nicely intercepted. Wirtz. And here's Havertz. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket, it's just a stern lecture. He's heaved it away. Alderete. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well read, nice interception. Moved on forwards. Schlotterbeck. And it's played forward. Now it's Havertz. Almiron. Could move up a gear here. Almiron. That looks a good cross. Nemecha. Aim forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Alderete. That's really well manoeuvred. Nemecha producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Wirtz going full steam ahead down the left flank. Moved on forwards. Now it's Sané. Gomez. And it's played forward. Tar gets across to intercept that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Havertz. Now it's Wirtz. Can he deliver? Chooses to go back. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Ball is over the line. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And it's Wirtz. Strong running down that left flank. That's really well manoeuvred. Schlotterbeck, aim forwards. Wirtz. Havertz, over to the left. Gomez, forwards and with intent. Musiala, Wirtz. And here's Havertz. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Sané! Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. With so little time left, grandstand finish. That was beautiful, something close to genius. Germany give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. That'll be a throw. Musiala. Havertz. That's really well manoeuvred.
Germany really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Out to the left it goes. Almiron stood his ground strongly. So who's he picking out? That is lovely. And the shot! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
You know, he can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Incoming delivery. Oh, couldn't quite control it.
Paraguay, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Gomez shifted upfield. Aim forwards. Kimmich. Pavlovic. Played towards the other side. Wirtz. Nemecha. Now it's Wirtz.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Kimmich. Looking to go deep. Brilliantly cut out. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Almiron. Almiron, gently done. Nemecha. Musiala. Pavlovic. Moved on forwards. And it's Kimmich. Sané. Kimmich takes aim and crosses. Goes for a shot! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win. And I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.